Well, it's just been the most amazing day today, and it's finishing just so spectacularly. The sun's setting just over there, and it's been warm, and the birds are starting to sing. And whenever I hear the birds singing, I always think the birds know who to praise. You wake up in the morning and all the birds are singing, and they're just praising God. They just know the mornings and the evenings are the times to praise God, and their song is just so amazing. And whenever I think of the glory of God, I'm often awestruck by just how awesome He is, and I often think I compare it to the nighttime. At nighttime, everything's dark, and you look up in the sky and you see the stars, and it's just so amazingly beautiful. But then when the sun comes up, you look up at the sky, you can't see any stars. But that doesn't mean the stars aren't there. It's just that the sun has overpowered the stars, so we can't see them. But then when the sun goes down, the stars come out again, So the glory of God is like that, It's like the glory of God is so powerful that if He were to appear here on earth in all His glory, it would outpower the sun. We wouldn't even see the sun, because the sun is nothing compared to His glory. There's a verse in Revelation chapter 6, verse 6, and it says, "Fall on us and hide us from the face of Him who sits on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb." When God does appear to people, it's often not in His full glory. When I think about the transfiguration, when Elijah appeared with Moses up on the Mount of Olives with Jesus, and Peter and James and John were there, they were overcome by the glory of Jesus in all His splendor, And I often think Jesus just must be so incredibly awesome. I can't even fathom how amazing He is. But when I think of the things He's done in my life, time and time again, He's made the things that seem impossible happen. And the list is just too long to even mention. But things that I've thought, that will never happen, or that will never happen. And I go to God and I say, hey God, if it's in your will, I'd love for this to happen. And it happens, and it happens in the most spectacular fashion. And that's just a glimpse of His glory. God is here to help us. He's here to give us what we want. He's here for us to succeed. He yearns for our success. He yearns for our love. He yearns for our appreciation. He yearns for our praise of Him. And He's just so kind and so gentle. But when we feel that kindness and gentleness, it's nothing compared to His glory. And when Isaiah went to heaven and saw Jesus in heaven, he saw Jesus surrounded by the angels, and the angels were singing, "Holy, holy, holy," holy 3 times. It means we need to hold Jesus in regard for His holiness, in regard for His glory, in regard for His awesomeness. Because if there's one word I think that really describes Jesus for me, it's awesome. He is just so awesome in everything He does, and I'm just so grateful that He opened the door for me to walk through. And I just hold my relationship with Him in my heart as something that is to be treasured. And I am quite often overcome by His glory. I'm overcome by His awesomeness, because He just looks after me so well, and He gives me everything my heart desires. And the thing I yearn for the most out of everything is for me to have a relationship with Him, and for me to stand in awestruck wonder of His holiness and His glory. So I'm so grateful that He's in my life. And I just say to all of you, if you're still on the fence about Jesus, I just implore you, just start the conversation with Him. Just open up the conversation with Him and ask Him questions. Ask Him to teach you, and say to Him, I want a relationship with you, Jesus. And you just watch what His glory will do for you. And I know just from my own perspective, and it's just been everything to me. My relationship with Jesus for me is everything, and I just feel so grateful that He's in my life. So I know He's yearning for you too. So get out there and just walk through that door.